Every day I'm trying to improve myself, trying to beat the system, can't lose myself. It's unfortunate you can't leave the gun on the shelf, can't even pump your gas without dodging shells.
Mental misery, I pray dodge themselves. The judge is so empathy, in hell excel. Think it's a game, nigga, like Faith Patel. Shotgun shelf life that fills your well.
Every day is new to me, never wake up to the news, it's foolery. Was always thought I had a good head on my shoulder, yes my head's big.
Welcome. Product of the 80s, you bitch. I'm your host, Black V, aka Jay Harris. That's Godless Reggie, your other host. And then we got the brother from a different mother who out here driving them crazy, making them laugh with his crazy ass skits, dropping the hits that make their ass dance. The motherfucker who getting everybody all riled up on the internet, on social media, because he said the things motherfuckers be scared to say because he ain't afraid to get motherfucking canceled. This mother brother right here has been on BET and has been in your mama's BED. This is no other than Diallo Bears, aka Talk to Me. You hear me, huh? What's up, brothers?
I'm here.
What's up? What's going on?
What's up? Hey, man. Hey, this was unscripted, unplanned, but when we was in the group chat and y'all were talking about some stuff that was being shared on social media in one of the debates, I felt like we had to kind of talk about it. And it's, again, and I know it's been touched on before, but there's women and sometimes they're unrealistic views and demands of what they expect out of us, and more or less the expectations that we ourselves expect out of them, but how they go around. And a lot of times it's more about how did you say earlier, Reggie, about more of needing. They only want to deal with us because they need us rather than actually wanting to be.
In a lot of circumstances, but because of my non-affiliation with religion, I could see a lot of correlations with that, and I'll explain it to you a little bit later. Even though I didn't bring that up earlier, but it has a lot to do with that because you got to realize that dictates culture. You know what I mean? So if you believe something and certain things are like given with it or in that material, then you're going to use it to your advantage, and especially if you're just like a part-time practitioner in this shit. You're going to be like, okay, well, it say this or that. You know what I mean? But men and women both do that. So I'm not saying that.
No.
One
Can I
doesn't more
read?
than the
Can I
other,
read what you wrote
but
earlier?
I also think, like I said, it has to do with a lot of things we were talking. Yes, don't say the people name though.
No, I won't know. I'm going to read the last paragraph you said earlier in the thing. When you put, I realize that women only need us and vice versa for entertainment and procreation. Humans are non-monogamous as well. So why would I deny myself my natural promiscuous desires in an effort to pay a bitch bills? My dog. That's wild. But I respect it. And
that's a fact.
even
Listen, I listen, and that's and it's a double standard though. Go ahead, sorry about that.
Diallo, what's your take, bro? I know you're gonna make a few of them mad tonight.
All right. So what's the question?
About more or less, it's the whole argument, or started off not the argument, but the discussion is about women's wants versus needs, and how a lot of women are quick to say, "I don't need no man. I don't need no man." But how much is that actually you? But you also see how the women bash men, or they have these different discussions. It kind of centered around when we were talking about the post that and it also we also going to talk about how not just black women, but women view interracial dating.
The first you got to get to the square root of the problem, right? The problem is evolution, right?
Mhm.
The internet is a beast, bruh. So when you put things on there, and then certain things get caught in the algorithm, and you got women who stay home watching reality shows, watching 50 Shades of Grey and Housewives of Atlanta. They don't know how to look at this shit as entertainment. They think this shit is real life. So now they just expect all this shit to take place. You know what I'm saying? And then it's men fault too. We got niggas who know shit. Instead of me going a long
Mhm.
route, let me pay to play. So I feel like the men and the women play parts on how women are acting. So you got men playing a role, and you got women just saying, you know what? Because I saw some shit with Murder Mook and Amber Rose, and he was like, the new talent is no talent. And Amber Rose was like, well, why are you getting mad? Because I'm giving a consumer what they
Yeah.
want. So if
Mhm.
she's putting herself out there as a entity, as a business, and niggas is paying for it, why are we upset at this shit? So we should be upset at the niggas who's allowing this shit. So it's not really the
Mhm.
woman's fault. You know what I'm saying? They ain't making niggas come to the strip club. They ain't making niggas taking them out on vacations and flights and all this shit. So it's really, to me, you got to put a heavier load on this shit. The women is because how men allow them to be, man. My take on
Mm.
it.
So before Reggie
That's a
goes, I know he
fact.
got something to say. I'm gonna read
That's a fact.
the act without saying the
I would
name.
have to.
I'm sorry, Reggie. I was just gonna read the thing that initially started this whole thing off, and I won't say the name of who said it or whatever. But this is the post that especially got it kind of going on social media that made us have this start this discussion. And it starts off, let's answer this once and for all, because I can't stand you bitches with a passion. By nature, y'all wicked as fuck, and any amount of power y'all receive, y'all abuse the shit. Rather that power is earned or handed. Y'all have no restraint when exercising it. Y'all are natural cowards and play victim for the and it cuts off right there. But
Well,
that's what
I'm gonna say this.
Where'd that come from?
Oh,
Facebook, but I won't say who said it. But that's the
well,
first one that started it in the group text.
I mean, like I said, like what? Well, to Miguel's point, about what he was just saying, it does have a lot to do with the internet today. People can broadcast themselves more. You can touch a bigger audience, things like that. But in reality, it is men's fault a lot. A lot of it is men's fault because it's always been a situation before the internet even came out of, oh, I got this, he don't got that. Right? Now, if you put that into play, right? If you got a person that has something that the next person does not have, and then you also have a, from the woman's point of view, you know, everyone's coming at you, asking you for the same thing, right? So
Right.
at some point, you might as well go to the highest bidder if that's the circumstance, and especially when you're taught. A lot of us are taught to not associate with people that are broke. And that's just culturally. That's not even our parents. Like we hear it in rap songs and shit. So it's always some guy with some money talking down on somebody who don't got what he got and trying to, make it seem like, this is the best situation. But when women fall for that, they also get mad because he's the type of guy that has a whole bunch of women. So it's just a crazy situation. But to my cultural statement before we came online, a lot of this has to do with religion. It does, if you really think about it, right? So, in the biggest religion in this country, you are taught that as a man, you're supposed to be a provider, work sun up to sundown, take care of the family. And the woman is taught that she's just supposed to take care of home, right? That's not really realistic. That's not realistic in this country. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, a a lot of people use both of those situations to their advantage. With women, I can see that some of them will try to belittle men if they feel like you're a 50-50 man, as they call it, or you're not a provider. Things like that don't actually bother me because I'm not providing your ass for shit but a job application if you want it. That's just me. So I can see how some women would do that. But on the other hand, one thing that men can't take, okay, none of us take this. You can't take nobody else shitting on your line. And what I mean by that is you can't take the fact of knowing that somebody else has slept with your girl. You feel me? So it's kind of just a tricky situation. So what men try to do is they try to control or manipulate the situation so the women don't stray. You see what I'm saying? So you're paying for a service at some point. And until you see both sides of the spectrum, you're always going to go for it.
Bro, I said that today. I said I had made a skit, unconditional love and loving me for conditions, and so pretty much what he was just saying, that pay to play shit, right? It's like most women, I ain't gonna say all, stop doing the things you used to do. What attracted them to you? As soon as you stop them certain things, the way they treat you is gonna start changing. It's not so really that lets me know she don't love me unconditionally. She just loves what I can provide for her and what I can do, because all of it is a service. So, and this is why marriage is a business. You don't get married for love, my nigga. It's just,
Hmm.
what can you provide for me, and in
You
return, what
can't.
can I get back from this?
An exchange of goods.
Yes, that's what it is, dog. That's what it is. Listen, bro. Let me tell you, and that's why I said what I said. Start, stop spending money. Stop opening up that door here and there. If you stop doing certain things, because women just move off feelings, you know what I'm saying? How you making them feel good. As soon as you stop, she get that feeling, dog. It's just like she just stopped submitting and doing certain things for you because she feel like her service needs to be rendered, bruh. You know what I'm saying? That's just how that shit go. I don't know how your household works or if you ever experienced that, but I experienced that a lot through life when you stop doing certain things. And if you can't keep those certain things up, you know what I'm saying? If she won't leave, she gonna stop being a whole woman to you, bro.
You shouldn't do it.
Yep. So you shouldn't do it at all, like Reggie says.
Yeah.
You
Oh
shouldn't.
That's my
man,
say.
I
Because you're
think
capping in a way. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well, I mean, isn't that the test of it all? I don't. No matter what you're doing. Okay, for example, what Reggie said in this country, a lot of Americans base their religion off of a book that they don't even follow in other aspects of their life. So you're going to have two people constantly falling short of something that they both don't wholeheartedly carry all the way out in the first damn place, or they half-assed or picking and choosing which parts of it they want to hold true and which parts of it they don't.
Hmm.
And so you add that to the fact that the best leader I have for me, for what I know, who broke it down to, is my ex father-in-law. And the best advice he gave me is like, yo, like your marriage is, you married the person that's worth going through some shit, because you know that at the same time they're going to go through some shit or fight for you. You don't marry the person that's like the funnest or the easiest to get along with, or whatever case. You marry the person that's worth going through some shit for, because it's a lot of give and take. In a marriage, you're gonna be doing a lot of giving, and then sometimes you're gonna feel like you've been taken advantage of, and vice versa. Because not only are you going through, not only are you two people still growing as individuals, you're still growing as a couple, and then even as a family, and then you're still growing within your careers or whatever you're doing in life, trying to make it happen, while still going through personal shit, parents dying, family members dying, people being killed, and depression or all this other shit adds up. And so sometimes you're going to feel like your spouse could be going through something, like, without putting Diallo Band's going through something, right? When his accident, that was a tough time for that brother. And so it takes somebody real to be able to recognize that and not look at him like he weak because he's down at that moment, or not look at him soft, but like, yo, this man almost lost his life and was fighting for his life. And it takes a real true personal or love of a woman to be like, I got your back. That's when you know you with the whatever case that she come up and she's like, I got your back. We gonna figure this shit out. We gonna get you back to health, and we gonna make this shit work. And I got you. You know, so that means more to him than anything, and vice versa. Like when you at your lowest, that's when that woman is supposed to step up and prove herself more than anything, and vice versa. And you can't always control when somebody's going through it, but when it happens, your real one is gonna have your back and support. And I don't think people are conditioned for that, especially today. I don't think a lot of men are, and I damn sure don't think a lot of women are built to handle those pressure, because a lot of women are being conditioned that they don't need a man. So she feel like she don't need you, and like y'all was saying earlier, once you stop or you can't do or give her what she's used to, and she dipped, my G, she wasn't the one for you in the first damn place.
Well, I'm gonna say this, bruh. I wouldn't advise nobody to get married, bruh, or even be in a relationship, bruh. I'm gonna tell you why, bruh. Out of years of being in some shit, I'm realizing that marriage and long-term marriages and relationship brings the worst out of motherfuckers, bro. I don't know what's the longest I've ever been in a relationship, but when you look at your relationship from when it first started to where how deep it got into it, it'd be like, damn, I can't stand the way this motherfucker walk around the house. Like, bitch, just go. It brings the worst out of you, right? I can't stand the way Reggie brushes his teeth type shit. You know what I'm saying? Why he roll his blunt up like that? It's like you just get so sick of the nigga or so sick of the bitch you with, right? Let me explain, it brings the worst out of you, right? And then you work harder on outside shit that really doesn't matter when you should be working on what's in the inside. Like I never understood why people do this. I don't know too many marriages. I bet it's a high percent of marriages that people cheat on each other than it is Lord. People cheat because you know why? At the end of the day, monogamy is stupid as fuck. We're not monogamous people, man. I feel like we keep fighting something that we're naturally are. That we're naturally are. Even a woman is not satisfied with one nigga. You can be the man she always wanted. After a while, she gonna get tired of your ass.
So is that recent? Is that recent, or has that always been? I don't think that's always been the case.
It's always been like that. It's like religion don't do nothing but stop you from being
You
who you
giving them
really
too much.
supposed
You
to
giving
be.
them too much credit, or you thinking that they're not capable of something, Jay?
No, I know that they're capable.
You can't
They're
listen,
human
bro.
beings.
Listen, bro.
Yeah,
Women.
you
Let me
definitely,
tell you something. Let me tell y'all something, bro. I got re-injured again.
right.
I got re-injured again on May 10th, right? And so I've been Ubering back and forth here and there. And my nigga, the listen, all these women, I gotta do Uber Lyft stories, bro, because these fucking women, dog, is wild, bro. It don't matter how much you give them, bro, how good they living, how big your dick is, or whoever it is, they just like the fuck around, bro. They're promiscuous, bro. Promiscuous as fuck, bro. It doesn't matter. So when a nigga be telling me, and my girl ain't gonna do nothing to me, I got dick and balls in it, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing, bro. Because women are hypergamous. They always want better. Women are never satisfied, bro. Go ahead, buy your girl a car today. She'll be arguing with you next week. It don't matter what you do for him, bro. And Jamar, he laughing, but he know that shit. Listen, it don't matter. It don't matter what you do for these women, bro, and how much you do it. It's like being a man. I'm gonna say this, not gonna be dumb. Let y'all go. I'm realizing, man. I'm kind of venting too. It's hard being a man because you gotta wear so many fucking hats at all times, dog. It's like, nigga, you gotta be on your toes on everything, bro. Any little thing you do can cause your bitch to say, you know what? I think it look a little green over here and shit. Like, but he holds something else, bro. I wouldn't advise no relationship. I told my son, bro,
So
hey
listen.
man,
So listen.
just fuck hoes, don't fuck marrying them and shit, man.
So listen, I think that one thing that men do, right, and I've come to realize this a few years ago. I mean, I've actually always known it, but it's just now dawned on me. For some reason, we think that women don't think like us,
They do.
right? I don't know why people think that. They just hold them in a higher standard, like, oh, she wouldn't do that. She's not capable of that. She's a woman. They're just soft and gentle, and I don't know why you think that. That's crazy. That's number one. And number two, like Miguel was saying, human beings are not monogamous species, right? Now, I'm not saying that we cannot be monogamous if we choose to be, right? But there's no way that you're not attracted to someone else. There's no way. And I don't care if you male, female, I don't care if you stone cold in love with a motherfucker. There's somebody, if you've given the right circumstances, whether if that be you're upset or you ain't had none in a while, or you feel like you can get away with it, or whatever it may be, because the list can go on and on and on and on and on. Somebody will fuck. And if you really think about it, that's the only way life can keep going. Right? What if everybody only had from the time they get married, or in, you know what I'm saying, like that? Life would have never been how it is now.
Holding.
There would be maybe 10% of the population. That's
Facts.
just something we made up one motherfucking day. We made that shit up one day. It's some bullshit. That's why they say papa's maybe, mama's baby. And the reason why we have marriage is because that's the only way that you gonna know if it's your child. That's the only way. So it's bullshit. And also, before I let it go, I can't speak on other countries, but for a man's point of view, anybody gets married, you crazy. Do you know what you signing your name on? You're making a financial agreement to take care of this person, even after y'all get divorced. Not for no pussy.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, bro.
I pay at the
Sometimes some people gotta learn the hard way, bro. Like women, bro. And we on live right now. I'm not getting no name. I don't give a fuck the point where I'm at in my life or situation. But you know, I see this girl on Facebook. She wishing her husband happy birthday, Reggie. I love you. How you doing? I'm here with my husband. We've been together 20 years. Soon as a motherfucker see a picture, damn, I done said it already. A motherfucking picture of me. Oh, you in town? what you doing, bruh? It's like, where's the fucking respect, bro? Women like what women like, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like Reggie said, a lot of men problem is they think because they're women, they're not supposed to act like a man. Yeah, them bitches is human, bro. They see a nigga, they look at them niggas who how we call. Hey, yeah, fuck her with her fat ass. She be looking at niggas the same way. Damn, he cute. I put some puss on that motherfucker. Women think like that, bro. I don't know why we feel like they don't, bro. And guess what? And they 100 times worse. They 100 times worse. So damn, you like your feelings hurt, Jim. All right, damn, bro. You all right, bro?
Bro, I just listen. All I can say is that I'm listening to y'all and speaking on either what you experienced or seen. And don't get me wrong, yes, I believe and I know that women cheat. As far as I know, I've never been cheated. As far as I know, you know what I'm saying? As far as I know, I could be, but I ain't gonna go bragging on it. Then some nigga be like, "Nah, nigga, I knocked yours off." Like,
Hey.
I'm like, "No."
Hey, you want to find out? Put it on that Mel T app, nigga. Just put her picture up there, nigga. You want to find out?
Oh God. Yeah. So, I just think I think human beings are capable of anything. I feel that a lot of what you guys say fits more with today's behavior, attitude, conditioning, especially with the push of masculinity behavior into women, and it being more accepted in society compared to where earlier periods for a period of time where that was, whether it's because of the heavy influence by religion or probably the heavy influence by religion, that whatever case, that was extremely frowned upon, but there were still women doing it, but it was more heavily frowned upon, so you didn't get to see it as much. So, because we can all sit there and go to a time and relate to maybe are not our parents, but grandparents, where grandpa was out cheating and doing this damn thing, probably got kids on the other side of town or so forth, and grandma, because of why? Because she needed that motherfucker, had to behave or carry herself a certain way. So
But wait a minute. If grandpa was cheating on wait a minute. If grandpa was cheating, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was cheating with a hoe. So how can you say that this behavior is something new? No, it was hoes back then, bro.
Because you always because Reggie, we've already established and already said it that there was women out there who were still behaving in that hoish manner, because that's always been the case in human existence. What I'm sitting there saying, there became a period of time where we went through this heavy on the religion in our households, or how our great grandparents and grandparents were brought up. It across probably American culture, especially, I'm going to assume back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, maybe even the 20s for all that. There's always been hoes, but there was always frowned upon, and where a lot of that shit was done in the dark, where you had these hoes, where women being promiscuous, doing the shit, but it was frowned upon, and they couldn't just be out openly in the thing because they were shunned, or other people just sat there, whatever case, throughout my community. Am I wrong?
But that's in a way, but not you're not totally wrong. Well, it's more of a situation like the people that shun them is us, right? We do that to control their behavior. Oh, you a hoe. Oh, right. You a hoe. But we'll fuck her friend, her other friend, and her cousin. We do that for a reason. But where I would say that you're wrong at is I've heard music from, like them old juke joint musics and shit when they be like out on them river boats and shit, like down on the Mississippi River and shit. I've heard music from there, and the chick talking about his dick was big like a baseball bat.
But that wasn't. But
this behavior been going on forever.
Right. No. So what I'm sitting there saying is that it has been going on forever. The difference is the acceptance of it, the toleration of it, because society as a whole has loosened the reins, and maybe for a good thing and maybe for a bad thing. It's not up to me to judge or whatever the case, but people have become more accepting of this behavior. I remember there was a point in time, like, there would be chicks that were strippers and no one would know unless you went to the strip club she was a stripper. She would hide it. She would hide her from her family members. She would hide her.
But that's because you have to look at, you got to add an evolution.
I am. That's what I'm saying.
So I don't think more so people, because everybody who's out here fucking around are hiding, but we get caught more because of evolution, because of technology now and shit like that. When Granddaddy was gone back then, he was just gone. We just knew, but if we had internet and he got caught at the gas station in Daytona, when he's supposed to be in Orlando, people posting it. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about technology. And now it wasn't even phones all the way back then. So now I can text what he doing to 1,000 people and shit, and email. It's just evolution was making it more. And so when all this shit keep pushed out and getting the algorithms, it becomes the abnormal becomes the new normal now. So it's like, well, whatever, it's out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I understand that to a certain extent, though.
So why I named this wants versus needs? Because what's the problem? And I think, was it me, you, and Reggie? It was me and Reggie. Me and you talked about it. But the biggest difference throughout time that has made this even more open or more susceptible for women to not be afraid to go into their promiscuity, right, has been the fact of wanting versus needing. Women back in our grandparents' days and further on back, as far as time could go, a lot of times what held them back from maybe acting on these thoughts or wants, or a lot of them, or the majority of them, was a want, or was a needing of a man, needing men for security, needing men for them to be able to eat, needing men to be able to get money, needing men to, when I say get money, like we said, if there was a point in time in this country, woman couldn't even hold a bank account or vote, or a lot of different things.
But that goes back to what. that goes back to what Reggie was saying, right? Um, we, but that's how it was designed too. We both have needs to be met, but if it wasn't for a need, a woman wouldn't even fuck with a nigga. A woman wouldn't fuck with a nigga. Really, really, women want men to act like fucking women. Um, to be honest, they really hate niggas. They say we do, but they really hate niggas, bro. And that was back then. If it wasn't for if back then, if a woman could have worked and had her own job and make her own way, do you think she would have been stuck with my granddaddy who was cheating on them? And
That's all. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The lack of I don't. That's
No, she wouldn't.
no, Reggie. That's what I'm saying. Want versus need. Women needed men back then. They don't need men now. That's all I was saying to y'all was that there's a want versus a need. And they don't
Right.
need men as much anymore. They don't need men to feel
I
secure in their
agree.
home. They don't need men to go out and hunt for food for them no more. They don't need men to raise a child anymore to put help. They don't need. They can just. You're not needed anymore as a man.
I feel like all that's population control because they doing so much shit now. They fucking making fucking male robots that you turn them on, they'll fuck the shit out of a bitch and type shit. So it's just like shit wild nowadays, man. Niggas,
Listen,
even for men, Gop 3000s and shit, they making it to where like it's population
listen.
control, bro. For real. Go ahead, Reggie.
But listen, as far as what you're saying about they don't need this, and back in the day, it seems like they stayed again. Because I will tell you this, and I mean this because this is a fact. The original design of fucking marriage is a form of fucking slavery. It is. And in them times you can beat your wife legally, right? So she
Yeah.
stayed out of necessity. She got married out of necessity. If this person cannot get no job and cannot provide for themselves, it's going to the highest fucking bidder. But the second you make the playing field even,
Yeah.
peace out.
Yeah. They don't.
We
That's what I'm
only
saying.
are needed for their entertainment and their procreation. And the same thing can be said about them. I don't need them for shit except for entertainment and to make a kid. That's it. We're
Yeah.
on equal playing fields. I tried to get a friend to come on here today. She's a feminist, right? I wanted her point of view, right, for her to come on here, and I can get along with her just fine. And the reason why I can get along with her is because what I just said. We can agree. I don't need you for shit, and you don't need me for shit. It's just that simple. So when you look at this, grandma didn't do that. That's not true. Grandma was sneaking off. For real, because
That
granddaddy was
was
going
that
off
wasn't
his
a
own
that wasn't a
motherfucking way.
majority.
That's number
That was
one.
a majority
And
thing.
number two, the only reason why grandma didn't fucking leave is because she fucking couldn't. She couldn't get a job.
That's yeah. That's some you get new models to be grandma. that's uh that's some real shit, bro. Them motherfuckers ain't had no choice. No choice, bro. Back then. That's why I never understood the
Nope.
this independent shit with women. It's like you ask for all this independency. It's like you want to be a woman and choose when you want to be a man here and there. Like I ain't with that shit, bro. I feel like, bro, like Reggie said, everybody's on the same playing field now, bro. So I bring whatever I bring, you just match it, bitch, and shut up. Shit. All that bullshit. They killing me. Think about this shit,
Right.
Jamar. So you want me to
Mhm.
work? Music Soul Child said this shit in a song. He said, I'm supposed to work till I die. Man. I'm supposed to work till I die, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's great. And then a lot of men be unhappy in their relationships, bro. I'm married. I'm gonna say this. I ain't gonna put Jamar on this. Reggie, you been in a few relationships?
Mhm.
Okay. Have you ever cheated in any of your relationships?
Mhm.
Was you a better boyfriend to your girlfriend after you cheated?
Oh man, it depends on which time. It depends on which time you're talking about.
Listen, let me tell y'all something.
Now,
This some
now
fucked
if
up.
you talk
Hey,
about, you talk about,
this some fucked up shit, right?
because if you
If
talk
you
about
in a
when I'm like 40 plus, then probably not, because I did it on spike. When I was younger, probably so.
yes, listen, but this some fucked up shit. Anytime I'm gonna put people on game, you find your wife too happy at the house, or you find your man a little too happy at the house, he don't fuck. They don't fuck something, bro. Trust me. They always a better wife and husband when they fuck around. They more happy, bro. They more happy, bro. I'm gonna make that a whole podcast, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, for real, bro. Because she feel like, damn, I done fucked off. Now I gotta go home. You know what I'm saying? Cause she happy now. Cause when she home, she depressed with your ass. You think you be depressed? That bitch be depressed too. She be like, oh my god, bro, this shit here, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Relationships bring the worst out of
Uh,
motherfuckers, bro.
tired of you.
Tired of you, bro. Niggas don't want to hear that shit, bro. But it's some real shit, bro. Relationships and marriages, especially when you got years. I ain't talking about freshly married. Once you start pushing that 5 year mark, 10, 15, 20, shit, you think she ain't tired of that same dick, nigga? That's that same kissing and hugging and all that, man. Please, man. Shit. Look at it. Jamar
Hey,
don't like that shit.
no. I'm reading the comments. I'm reading the comments in NJ over here going off. She said the lies. Bored, not tired.
For real, bro. That shit
I don't
crazy.
I don't have
That's why they be always trying to go get these exotic massages and shit. That's why they be trying to go to Jamaica. But men do it too. We go to DR, Brazil, to trick off. It's all the same fucking shit, man. It's all the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
the NJ said the D don't do tricks no more.
The
This motherfucker got lazy D. He just lazy Peter.
For real, bro. For real. And I'm gonna say this too, bro. But in relationships, men fuck up too because guess what? When men get married, because I hear this from a lot of women, they be like who be married, they be like, why don't my boyfriend slut me out like how he used to? Like why he got me now? Like we get with him, we put him on pedestals and shit. We start treating him like Queen Sheba. They don't be wanting that shit. They don't be wanting that shit. They be wanting to get slut fucked. Bro, women are weird, bro. We get with them, we think the opposite. They still want to be dogged out in a
Yeah, I don't know,
relationship and
man.
shit. Trust me, bro. Trust me. You go be in Mr.
Cause like I'm kind of
Go ahead.
my bad. Go ahead.
No, what you said?
I was gonna say I'm kind of not qualified to have this conversation because I've never been married. So
What?
Well, you been in a relationship and it's the same shit, nigga. Shit.
Hey, Reggie, get in J, man. She said, "Show me off, slut me out."
I tell you, bro. That's what they listen, bro. That's what they want, bro. Listen, listen, bro. Bro, we get them hoes. We get our wives in the house. We stop treating them like hoes, and then when we go cheat, we a slut fuck, dog fuck, the shit out that motherfucking side bitch, finger in the butt, foot in the mouth, all type shit.
what
Hey,
is
listen.
wrong with this nigga, man?
Listen, I'm the type of nigga. I'm gonna say the shit niggas don't want to say. I'm just gonna be real with you, bro. You can't get married or get a girlfriend and put her on a pedestal, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You can't be coming in the house at 8 o'clock every night and baby, I love you and all that shit. After a while, you gonna become, oh, he too nice. That's just a nice
I'm
guy.
old, nigga. What you mean?
They don't want that shit, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. They do not want that shit, bro. They don't want it, bro.
So, do you think this behavior or this attitude is
Right.
always been the case, or you think it's just more prevalent now? Like it's just where we at?
It's always been the case, and most women can't identify with their own self. So I'm not even gonna say delusional. It's an identity thing with women. They really don't know what they want. You know what I'm saying? Men are more simple. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna go to work, just have my lunch ready and dinner and get my dick sucked, and we good. But women, it's way more. Everything got to be fucking extravagant. You know what I'm saying? And like Reggie said, it only takes one little moment. It's a poem by Edgar Allan Poe. He said, "A woman will allow one moment to ruin 25 years," and that's what women do, bro. Show me y'all before 8 p.m. Left alone. Show me off. Oh, she tripping. Okay, who that is? Shit. I got all type of butt plugs and whips and chains. Hey, you ever had an apple in your ass before? Talk to me.
Go ahead.
Hey, don't get out this show and start become a goddamn Mr. Freak over there, Jamar. You gotta.
Hey, bro, listen. I'm just happy to be here. Did you read the? She said, "Did you read the bio of Poe?"
Yeah,
Poe.
I'm deep in Edgar Allan Poe, man.
Oh man,
I know a little so. Well, yeah, though, man, that shit
said,
crazy.
Let me out after 8.
I don't even know.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if I call mine slut of the bitch, I'm probably gonna get back on the next pod with a black eye. She grew up in a very conservative Mexican family. Her parents been together since like 14 and 16, as far as like being courting in that old school where they couldn't go to the movies or dinner, whatever case, without a chaperone and all that other stuff. They've been together the whole entire time. And her dad was all he did was work, and all mom did was just sit there and stay home. So
those are worse.
Yeah, bruh.
Those are worse.
But that's all she knows. But I'll say this, that without putting nobody on blast, that made her stay and put up with more shit in a relationship than she probably needed to. Because she kept trying, because all her parents told her, her parents told her was like, you need to make your family work. You know what I'm saying? They were still in that old school mentality, or just the way that they are. And then maybe there's still a lot of Latinos or Hispanics or whatever case that grow up, but there's a lot of them that are now more modernized with the way today is too. But there was a lot of people who grew up with that mentality. Like, you just make it as a woman, he gonna go do whatever. You gonna stay, you gonna make your family work, and you gonna take care of your family. And that's just what she did. So even if she goes to her mom complaining about what her husband at the time was doing, they would sit there and say, you stay, know me how you stay, you make it work. You keep your family together. So
because that goes back to what we were saying earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way that they was raised and the economy that they was raised in, you could do that, right? And with religion coming into play, and if they're from another country, I'm not saying they are, they may be second or third, generation or whatever, right? That too, you know what I'm saying? That can come into play, but nowadays it's not like that no more. The way this country is not set up like that. It's not
right, because she was like that, but now because of what happened to her, just like a lot of our grandmothers told our mothers, or great grandmothers told our grandmothers, you don't need no man. Don't never sit there and let no man do you to you. What? So now I got knuckleheaded daughters that their mentality is, I don't need no man. My daughter want to be feminist so bad and talk about she can do anything a man can do, and she don't need a man for nothing. Blah 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 blah. It be trash day. I be like, take that motherfucking trash out there. It's your turn. Then she want to be a girl. Now she don't. Now she ain't feminist no more. Now she a girl.
Pick and choose.
Yeah. Reggie,
is there something wrong with that? She does not need. She does not need a man. That's the best thing. That's the best thing for her. It's okay to want one, but you don't need one, right? She needs one for entertainment.
We were talking about
one if she ever wants to procreate.
Yeah. But so in that process, it's also, though, at the same time, like, yo, because men don't want to hear that shit. I don't need you. or whatever case, until it's some shit you don't want to do, till it's some shit that is expected of a man to do, because men are still needed in a role, whether they want, because now they don't have to deal with the shit face to face anymore in today's society. But now, because if shit goes dark, the world start getting fucked up, and we go to world wars or whatever the case is, shit like that. You got a few women that's gonna be able to know how to handle themselves. But all these women talk about I don't need men and all this other shit ain't gonna have that same energy. Reggie,
I like
we
women that say they don't need no man. I like women. I like women that say that. You know why? Because that lets me know one thing about them right now, right from the get. She's not going to expect me to try to take care of her. She don't need me. Cool. Because the
he was looking for an
second that
advantage.
you do that shit, the second you let me know, not an advantage. I need to get right to the chase because I'm not taking care of you. So now I know that you don't expect that. Now I like you more. But the second you talk about provider this, a man's supposed to do this, a man's supposed to do that, all of a sudden you start looking like Medusa to me. I don't give a fuck who you is. If your name ain't Layla, I'm not obligated to take care of you. And she's grown. So
I think the whole
I'll pay
conversation,
at the pump.
that whole conversation of people saying, because when you stop looking at the word need as being not dependent, you know what I'm saying? When you take the word need, people get offended by that. But don't you need air to breathe? Okay, you need it's a lot of things you need. So I need people living, period, because I don't know everything. So if I don't know how to do something and Reggie does, hey Reggie, I need you. What's wrong with needing somebody else? So people take that word need to a whole nother level as being I can't live without you or I can't do without you. So it's the wrong way of looking at things, because if that's the case, if women or men wasn't needed, it'd just be a whole planet just full of niggas and no women, or just a whole planet full of women and no niggas. So we both service each other for certain things. I think the problem is most men don't want to be men and most women don't want to be women. That's just how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a lot of other shit that goes with it. You feel me? Especially with women, they'll take your money, but they don't want to take your advice. You see what I'm saying? So they pick and choose what they want and don't need from you. But in totality, I feel like in various ways, a man and a woman do need each other for certain things. But I think it's just too deep and all over the place with this word need and shit like that. But I think women have more problems with that when they say you need me, because a lot of women say that to me, nigga, I don't need you, yada yada yada. Okay, that's the case. Give me all the fucking money back I done spent. I bet you ain't gonna get that back. So, but I just feel like both parties provide a service, man. And but like Jamar said, but once one person feel like they're doing too much, then it's gonna be a problem in some area and shit like that. And then with niggas and other people with ears and other people showing their lifestyles, and she feel like she ain't got this, got that. It's just a whole bunch of shit to go with the conversation. But I just feel like at the end of the day, I feel like if you can match what
Mm-hmm.
I'm bringing, it shouldn't be any problems. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like one shouldn't do less than the other, but that's all the dynamics of that household. It's just motherfuckers be paying attention to other people's houses and shit and how they run it over there, which is an issue to me. You know what I'm saying?
I agree
But
with that.
and then now everybody's a relationship coach nowadays. Everybody knows something. This shit is ridiculous nowadays. Every time you come home, Jamar, it's a motherfucking relationship, some shit. Everybody knows something. You know, none of them motherfuckers be married and got nobody.
Yeah, maybe they know how maybe they paid attention to how much they fucked up and why they buy their damn self.
Right. I mean, I guess it's much easier to a
Yeah.
certain degree to get rid of the fucking headache. But if you with a person like that's giving you a headache, then you ain't with the right person.
Mm.
You feel me? So
I think you got to find, and I want to use it, but not in the biblical term that is being used in. But you ever heard? I know you've heard it before when they talk that equally yoked, right? You got to. We talked about this before. it's hard to find the person you can be totally honest and free with, and that person be the same with you. And doesn't mean your relationship is going to be perfect. Doesn't mean that your relationship it doesn't mean your relationship will be perfect. Doesn't mean that you guys aren't going to go through shit. But if you got somebody who you can communicate with, trust that no matter what, we can figure this shit out. No matter what you are worth, this person is worth because of the fact that we can figure this shit out. And that could be on that same level, then I mean, you were already there. Like you were already there to choose to marry him or not. That's up to y'all two. But if you a dude that like fucking threesomes or don't want to settle down with one chick and you want to step out and but you don't want her to, believe it or not, there are women out there who are for that. But most people, we talked about, most dudes won't even be honest about what it is that they truly want. And a lot of women won't be honest about what it is that they truly want or what they put up with. And some women be so desperate, they'll lie and say they're down for it until they get in it because they were never honest. They just were tired of being so fucking lonely.
Yeah, I was in a I picked this lady up yesterday. She went by Pound Cake. I picked her up, and she was like that. She loved her some pussy, but she liked her some dick. And she told her man, like, listen, if we gonna be together, you know what I'm saying? I need me. It's gonna some days you gonna come in the house, and there's gonna be a bitch in here. I gotta have me some pussy, whatever the case may be. But you know how people do? They think they can change people and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it ain't work out for him. He got pissed off and shit like that. I'm like, damn, what he mad for? It could have been a whole nigga. Like you tripping? I can deal with that. But like you right though. A lot of people don't be honest going in. But I'm gonna say this too though, Jamar. A lot of people really don't know what they want, bro.
That's true too.
They really don't. And then going into a relationship, like boundaries and a lot of things should be set. Like, what's the plan? Like, what's the purpose? Why we getting together? Just to fuck? It's like people get to each other every day for the wrong reasons. Um, and most likely, them relationships they die out anyways. You feel me?
Yeah,
So it's just if your goals are not where I'm trying to go, it's just not gonna that shit not gonna work out because after a while it comes it's more than just sex and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, I feel like most humans don't know what the fuck they want, bro. We say we do, but I just don't believe we do.
I agree with you wholeheartedly with that.
It's always like
We,
that. So
yeah,
it's always like that. Every every marriage that's based strictly on love is doomed to fail, right? As NJ is saying, um, love don't pay no bills, right? The number one reason for divorce in our country is for financial reasons, right? So again,
hmm
if both people are on equal playing fields, it's not gonna work. Where men fuck up at is because once a man gets a certain amount of money, he also tends to want more expensive pussy. You see what I'm saying? He don't mess with the women that he used to. He tries to get something that he probably don't know what he's getting himself into. No different than them, Instagram models, right? No different than NBA players, right? What they try to do is they go out here and get this expensive ass pussy that they really don't got no business fucking with, and then they lose. And my thing is, why are you doing that when you know that this person is not financially on your level? Why are you doing that? Because at that point, you should lose some money because she's coming at you because you have this, right? And you only can get her because you have that. So why the fuck are you getting mad when you have to lose some of it to fuck with her? You stupid.
Yes, that's crazy. I was thinking about that the other day. I'm like, if you look at most men, you're going through a phase where, you know what, I'm trying to build something. You're spending 10, 15, 20 years credit to build something and to establish yourself. So it's like, when you think about it, why would I do all that just to get a bitch who ain't got nothing to divorce me and take half everything I done? It's like you done took longer establishing yourself than you actually been married for a bitch to take. That shit, dog. Marriage don't make no sense when you think about it.
damn.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise it unless you just a nigga who just slanging some dick and need a place to stay.
He scared this nigga for nothing.
Jamar like shit. I come with dick and balls. That's all I
She knew what it was when we got together. I don't know what the hell. I never lied to her about what my thing was. Just keep it real.
I'll give you another example, right? I give you another example about what I was talking about, right? I seen an article about a year ago, or maybe a few months ago, that was talking about somebody who I've always admired. Maybe she's a little bit older now. I'm a little bit older now, but always liked the Tracy Ellis Ross, right? So
Oh man.
the article was about her and her not being able to get a man because of the way she thinks and things like that, and because her age and because of the status that she's at. If you ask me, right, say if I was her age, right, and I'm not that far off, right, but I would rather deal with somebody like that, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because, say for instance, if we get together, right, and I can't see my shit.
Reggie froze up.
No, he's still there. He paused.
Nah, no, I ain't freeze up. That's it. I ain't freeze up. When it ends, I'm leaving with whatever I got. People get serious fucking money. People get serious fucking money, and again, they go get somebody that's not on their level, and then they take half, and you fuck. Now you done made a bum bitch rich, all because you don't want to deal with somebody who's not gonna listen. That's stupid.
Yeah. And that has become a woman's retirement plan. Yep. Definitely has become a woman's retirement plan.
I think I that part I don't get with a woman getting half. If she didn't help you build that whole thing, then she don't deserve half. And if you a man and you with a woman and she rich as hell and you not, then she leave you or you leave her, then you don't need to get half of what she got if she had it before you. But if you helped her build it, then you entitled to something if you was there putting in the work to help build that kingdom or build that nest egg or build that plot up. It's just about if you ain't put the work. Listen, what Ross tell Kobe? Because you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
But that shit's so bad, Jamar. You can be with a bitch dating her for 5 years, and if she's living a certain lifestyle with you, and she can prove that, bruh, she can get money off that, bruh. It's like all these laws are designed for women. Hey, I'm letting y'all know too. Trump pass a law? If you hit
Yep.
a woman now, it's a felony.
Woo!
Yeah, so all these laws are just meant for women to come up. Uh, that's why I don't understand how bitches be broke. I be trying to figure it out. They got so many outlets and things
That's
to
why you
make
gotta
money.
act your wage, man.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Sorry,
Yeah.
baby, you fine, but I can't afford you.
Oh man, oh man, that shit crazy, man. It's crazy nowadays, bro. So, but
Damn,
shit,
bro. If dudes act their wages, they might be walking out here with some mud ducks.
hey, they get fucked too.
Hey, nugget, quack quack.
Hey, call me Mister Take One for the team. Shit.
I'm done. That's about what I got on this one. You ready? You got anything else
Dudes
you need
be
to
out
add to
here
it?
getting money and trying to find a grow. Yes, dudes be going out here and be getting money and be trying to get a broke bitch so they can control them.
Yeah.
And it don't be working out good because a woman that has money like you do is not going to listen. And we've been proving that the whole conversation. Just like when we said about the marriages and shit like that. A person on your level is not going to listen, and that's just all to it. So you either deal with a person that's not going to listen, or a person that's not going to listen when your back is turned. The choice is yours.
Mm,
Yeah, that's crazy.
that's
You right.
crazy.
You right though, cause I know broke hoes don't listen, so them hoes get money. Shit.
Hey
That shit.
man,
That
get you
shit crazy.
Yo,
But
I want to
shit,
thank y'all brothers for having this conversation. I want to thank NJ for stopping through, Ouija for stopping through, T Rails stopping through, and the rest of y'all checking it out. Uh, shout out to Mr. Talk to Me, aka Diallo Benz, aka also better known
Thank y'all.
as Mr. Go ahead and steal your boot thing, Mr. Go ahead and jump in the Uber. she gonna get served.
I don't do that.
Talk to me, god damn it. Yo, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. Appreciate y'all.
So
Man, you got
listen,
any shout outs or anything?
you should. Yeah, shout out to NJ. Shout out to Unkindness 666. Shout out to both of y'all. If I'm you, talk to me. I would ask some of these people, can I record some of these conversations with your phone? If you do that and they allow you, oh yeah, you'll definitely come up from that shit.
But listen, bro, I was in the car yesterday with a girl named Pound Cake, dog. I'm talking about, bro. Listen, she called a nigga. When I seen her, she was lit, and I'm like, I picked her up from a hotel. She was like, shit, I'm trying to go make this lick right now. She said, a nigga just bust me down for 200, but now I'm calling this nigga, and I hear him getting fucked. She need to hurry up because I'm trying to. I'm like, God damn. And the whole time she's talking about she got a man.
Yeah.
Damn, it couldn't be me. It couldn't be me.
I'm just like, bro, you hit, bro. It be the craziest shit, bro. And I just be like, bro, it's nobody faithful out here, dog. Nobody, and it be mostly women in this motherfucker, bro. On some sneaky link, crazy ass shit, bro. And I'm just like, wow, bro. I think I might, you know what? I might do that, bro. I don't know. I might get in trouble for that. I'm gonna ask him though, bro. But listen, that Uber shit, bro. It be some crazy conversations going on that motherfucker, bro. Especially nighttime picking people up from clubs and shit like that, bro. Man, these motherfuckers. Hey, man.
Uh-huh.
Hey, y'all niggas better start strapping up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Uber ride confessions.
For real, bro. Them confessions be so nasty. I had to sanitize my back seat when they get out. Like, God damn, that was a nasty car. Let me sanitize this shit about this motherfucker.
Yeah, y'all boys wild, man. Yo, appreciate
Fist
y'all.
full of BV.
Yo, I want to appreciate y'all, brothers, man. Thank you, everybody tuning in, man. We out here. Y'all dudes, wow, bro. I'm done.
All right, man. Hey, man. August 25th, apartment 107 will be out. Diallo Bands. And also, shout out all the hoes, no STDs and no BVs.
VDs.
All right, man.
All right, bro.
Yeah.